everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer, and today I'm going to be doing a full face of Merit Beauty. Merit Beauty was kind enough to reach out and send me all of their line, their new line. They have 7 different products, and I'll go through each of them. They are a minimalist makeup brand, clean beauty, certified, PETA certified. Absolutely like what I think most of us are looking for. Easy to use, covers all the bases, good quality products. And Catherine Power is the one that started this brand. And, you know, it's the idea of sort of coming up with a simple, easy aesthetic that works for most of us. I think all of us are on board for that. I'm really excited to try these products. If you're not familiar with Merit, it comes in this corduroy like pouch. There's just like a tie at the top. You literally just tie it like that, carry it around. It's a really it's really a well-made, substantial little pouch that you can carry everything in, which I absolutely love. So let's go through the products. So we have the Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Stick. I haven't opened any of these things yet. All of the packaging is recyclable. Comes in let's see the name on the front. There we go. In a little stick like this. It is, the shade I have is Dune. I'm trying to see if it has a 12-month shelf life, and its net weight is 0.13 ounces. Next, we have a hydrating balm. Again, these all come in this type of packaging. It does look a little similar to Westman Atelier. I try not to compare companies, like different brands, and say, well, it's just like this. But I mean, I have to say it does have some similarities to Westman that I know others have mentioned. And I'm wondering, this is in Bounce. That's the highlighter. Then we have the brush. This is brush number 1. And I believe at the moment, this is the only brush that they have. It's like a, ooh, it's very soft. Like a stippling kind of brush. Yeah, wow, that's very soft. That's nice. Okay, we have the Clean Lash, which is in a square container, which is kind of interesting since the rest are round. Mascara. We have the brow product, the Brow 1980, comes in the gold cylinder. And I got the brow in brown, I think. Yep, brown. I don't believe there was a red, or I would have gotten that, but I don't think there was. There is the Shade Slick Tinted Lip Oil on Natural. It's like a little. And this will be first impressions, of course, of all of these products, but I will do more with them so you can see what they're like. When we go through each one, I'll go into a little bit more detail. And then Cheek Color in Beverly Hills. And the Cheek Color is kind of like one of those lip balms that used to exist. That's what it reminds me of. Okay. So let's start with the Complexion product in Dune. So they're calling this the Perfecting Complexion Stick. And there are, I'm looking to see on the site how many shades we have. 3, 4, 5, we have 20 shades it looks like. Mine, the one I got, was light with cool undertones. It looks like it's certainly not the lightest shade. It's a little bit towards the deeper end of the light shades. So you basically turn it like that and like that. So that's as far down as it goes, just be aware of that when you put it back in. And it says to use sweep onto skin where you want coverage, buff it out with a brush so you can't tell what's you and what's makeup. Clean, vegan, cruelty-free. All right, so let's just put it on. I think that's a good shade match because it almost blends into my skin. I'm glad I didn't get the fair shade. I've stayed away from fair lately. I've tried to go more towards light because I feel like that's a better indication of like what I really am. It's not always easy to tell because a lot of times it is, you know, difficult when you look online, but I should tend towards more light and not fair. So let's use the blending brush. It says the #1 tool in your kit. Use it to blend your complexion products and you won't be able to tell where your skin and makeup meet. This is a very soft brush. I'm gonna assume, since this is a vegan brand, this is a vegan brush. I'm just looking to see if it says anything, like exactly what's in it. Densely packed bristles, extra soft vegan bristles, are gentle on reactive skin, which is great. Clean, vegan, cruelty-free. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is kind of stipple a little bit. Oh, it blends really well. Now, I don't know if that's the brush or the product or both, but that really blended extremely easily. And I'm kind of like stippling, pulling, stippling, pulling. I think the color match is perfect. I'm gonna put a little around my nose where I get kind of my rosacea, and then out here on the corners of my eyes. And for me, what I like to do when I put quote concealer, I use my fingers because it gives me a little bit more warmth and coverage in the areas that are just a little, you know, a little red. Wow, that blended really well. Like, wow. I am very impressed. Sorry, I don't mean to be, this, now I know it's a Complexion product, so it's, you know, like slash, concealer slash foundation, but this was the easiest, most blendable, best match for my skin stick I've ever used. Wow. And I did mention, guys, that this was gifted to me. This is not a paid promotion, though. They did send me all these things to try, which was incredibly kind. But the thoughts will be my own. If I don't like something, I'll be very clear to tell you. But look at that. Look how, like, that went on so smoothly, and it covered up my rosacea, but it doesn't look cakey, and it's smooth, and it feels nice. Wow. I mean, you can't see this, but I'm looking in a 10x mirror, and it looks good in the 10x mirror, which is saying something. Okay, well, so far so good. I'll say the only thing that I would think is the drawback is that there's not a lot of product. Let me pull out like my Westman Atelier stick. Let's see. This has 0.31 ounces and the Merit has 0.13. So it's 1/3 the size. So that's an issue. I mean, just something to be aware of, but that looks really good on me. Like, what my problem usually is, my skin is exceedingly dry. And so even the Westman Atelier, I have Westman Atelier, I have Tom Ford, I have a few sticks. And the Westman Atelier is my favorite of the stick formulas. But the thing is, even the Westman Atelier gets a little like patchy. I just blend it. It just takes a little longer. This blended perfectly, seamlessly, and the shade is perfect. Literally perfect. I mean, that's a little bit of luck because I did it online, but okay. Well, so far, I love the complexion stick and the brush. The brush is awesome. Okay, so let's move to the next product. So I guess probably I'll want to do the highlighter and then the blush. Well, let's do the brows, actually. Let's do the brows. So the brow product is a little brush that looks like, you know, the Tom Ford brush or any other brow brush, frankly. Let's see. What does it say about Brow 1980? It's a volumizing pomade, a nod to the brows of the 80s. This pomade adds color and volume for healthy, fluffy arches. There are 3 shades. As I said, I got the brown. So let's go ahead and see what we think. I'll swatch it for you on my hand too. Okay. It's not too gunky, like it doesn't have, you know, it's not too wet. Okay. That looks pretty good. That looks nice. Let's try over here. What I do is like kind of run the brush through the brows to like deposit color. And then sort of brush up. I wish there was a red shade. But I mean, that's just me. Probably not too many redheads. And this is their initial launch, so maybe, you know, as they grow. Okay. That actually looks pretty good. I have to say, Tom Ford is still, for now, my favorite. I've been trying out the Surratt brow pomade. I like the pomade, but I don't like the brush that comes with it. I prefer a spoolie brush, and that one has like a little, looks like a toothbrush. I don't love that, but this is nice. That worked well. Oh, I forgot to swatch it on my hand. Let me swatch it on my hand. It worked well. It's kinda, it doesn't have like a ton of, it's not wet, so it's a little dry, which is not a bad thing. I'm trying to get enough out so you can see the shade, guys. But that, you know, you're not gonna get a lot of product all at once, which again is not a bad thing when it comes to your brows, because if you get too much product, it looks gunky. That's the brown. Okay, so we did the brows. Let's do the highlight and then the blush. Got the mascara, the highlight. Yeah, let's do the highlight first so we can see it. So the highlight, we have the highlight in Day Glow, the highlighting balm made for daytime. The highlighter gives a dewy, balmy sheen with 0 sparkle. And there were 2 shades. There was Bounce, which is the rose gold, and there's Cava, which is the champagne. I got the Bounce, which is the rose gold. It's very light. You can see it if I go like that. I do like it though, it's very pretty. All right, so let's None of these things have a scent, by the way, guys. I would have mentioned it if there was one. If there is something, I don't smell it. I have a pretty good sense of smell. I don't smell anything. Now, interestingly, this has like a wet feel. Not bad, just it has like a wet, feels like glossy. And it doesn't deposit much color. I'm incredibly pale, and as you saw, my hand, you could hardly see it, and on my face, really what it does is it gives this sort of a nice gloss. Like a nice highlight. It's very pretty. It looks pretty on. It looks like those balm sticks or the Super Dew by Tower 28, or the balm sticks from Westman Atelier, highlighter sticks, and the Balm Essentials from Chanel. That kind of feel to it. Very pretty, very light, very easy to use. Okay, so now on to the Flush Balm, a cream tint that melts into the skin for a lit from within color that stays flush all day, which is an interesting statement. There are 5 shades. There's Terracotta, which is recommended to fair to medium skin tones. It's like a warm cream shade. Beverly Hills, which is what I got, which is a soft peach. Cheeky, which is a cool pink. Raspberry Beret, which is a deep berry. And Mood, which is a burgundy, soft burgundy. So I got the soft peach. Oh, that's pretty. That's a good shade for me. So I'm gonna put this a little lower than I often do put blush. Usually I kind of put it up here to draw your face upwards, but today I want you to see it. So I'm gonna put it down a little bit further and then blend up into the highlighter. Okay. Ooh, pretty. That's a really pretty shade. Now you can use the blush, the brush that came with it to do this. Or you could use, you know, a sponge if you like that. Or if you're like me, you can use your fingers, because that's what I like to do. We've had this conversation, me and a number of other people, about, you know, lots of people don't like to use their fingers. If you don't like to use your fingers, you don't have to. I feel like it gives me a nice control, and I like to do that. Not everybody likes to use their hands, totally get it. The brush I think would work great. I love this. Okay, so the highlighter, I'll admit, the highlighter's very pretty, but I have other products like the ones I mentioned. A lot of balms, Super Dew, the Chanel, Westman Atelier. The blush, I love this blush. It reminds me very much of Salt New York in the feel, like the way it looks. It's like it went in beautifully. It just melded with my skin. It's a beautiful shade. I'm gonna put a little bit more over here. I like this little, I like this little thing, like the little, because that would be great to carry with me for like travel. Yeah. I love the shade on me. Oh, I'm gonna buy more of these. I know I'm just putting on more blush, but this just looks, it's really pretty. Yeah, that looks really, really nice. Just a nice flush, you know? And so I got Beverly Hills. It's out of stock online on the Merit site. It might be available on Sephora. I'll check it out. But I want to get the terracotta one. That looks really pretty, because the terracotta one, I wonder if I could use that as maybe even like a bronzer on me, because I'm so pale. Oh, I definitely want to pick up some more of these. Okay, so there's 0.31 ounces, and it's $28 for the Flush Balm. The Complexion stick, as we've talked about, is 0.13. It's $38. The Brow 1980 is $24. The Day Glow Highlighting is $30. And then the brush is $30. Yeah, so far, the Complexion stick and the well, I know they're calling it a balm, but the blush, really nice. They don't have a bronzer, at least not yet. Yeah, reminds me very much of Salt New York, which is a favorite, so that's saying a good thing. Okay, let's do let's do mascara. So they don't have eyeshadows yet. And I say yet because I assume they're gonna expand their line, or I hope they expand their line. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of the blush and just put a little bit of it on my eyes. If you have really oily skin, I wouldn't recommend that because if you have really oily eyelids, putting on a balm on your eyelids, especially without some sort of primer, probably doesn't work well for you. But for me, that is not a problem. It just gave like a nice kind of little bit of a glow. I just remember this is a, you know, technically of the makeup items, there are 6. The 7th item in their line is the brush. So there's not, you know, quote, a full face. You don't have a contour, you don't have a bronzer, you don't have eyeshadows, you don't have lip liners, you don't have eyeliners, but this is a core essential kit, I think, if you will, for people who want to have a streamlined minimalist makeup look but still look pulled together. And I have to say, so far I'm pretty impressed. Okay, let's go with the mascara. You know, everyone keeps talking about like a 5-minute look. Guys, this is a 5-minute look. All right, let's try the mascara. Oh, okay. Well, that's nice mascara. I like the wand. Not too wet. I have to be a little careful because I always get stuff on my eyelids. Again, not that I expect anyone to feel sorry for me, but my lashes are long and they can easily hit my lids, so I just have to be careful when I first put mascara on because most of the time it will hit my eyelids. Not a problem. I mean, you just go in once it's dry and take it off. But, you know, for camera purposes, I don't want to get it everywhere. Yeah, this is a really nice mascara. Huh. It feels really good. This is my troublesome side. This is my side with my eyelashes that don't go in the same direction. I honestly can't tell you why. Like, there's just one lash that insists on going in a different direction from all the other lashes, and it's the weirdest thing. And I kind of want to pull it out, although that would hurt. I'm not sure it would help. I mean, I think it would just grow back the same way. I don't know why it does it, but it drives me nuts. You know, the compulsion side of me that like needs to have it all like orderly. Oh yeah, it's crazy. Well, I'm sure a lot of people will be like, yeah, who cares? But for me, that one lash that of course no one sees except for me, I just don't know why it does it. That's the thing. I wish someone could tell me, be like, well, something damaged your eyelid or, you know, something, but no. Just goes in the wrong way. Yeah, that looks really nice. All right, let's try it on the lower lash line. And I hit my skin, but that's okay. Wow. Okay. Let me clean up under my eyelid where I got a ton of mascara. Hold on one second. Okay, mascara's on. That looks really good. The mascara looks nice. Huh, that's really pretty. I'll bring you in for a close-up look of everything. Let's do the lip tint. Let me tell you a little bit about the mascara. So the mascara is a lengthening mascara, your go-to mascara for every day. It tints, lengthens, lifts lashes, no smudging ever. Unless of course you're me and you put it all over your face. But yeah, it's in black. Perfect black is the shade. That's the only shade they have right now. And it's 0.25 ounces, which is I think pretty standard, $26 for the mascara. Okay, so last but not least is the shade Slick tinted lip oil. A slick of sheer color infused with rose hip oil and shea butter for healthy lips all day. It's $24. Let's see, there's 4 shades. There's Au Natural, which is what I got. It's warm cream. There's Marrakesh, which is a soft peach. Pink Beet, which is a cool pink. And Sangria, which is a deep berry. That all sounds nice, actually. Okay, so it comes with, you know, the typical felt tip applicator. Ooh, that's a nice shade. How is this described again? Warm cream. Okay, let's try it. Wow. Well, that is very nice. I don't have a lot of lip oils. I have a few. The one that's my favorite, I think it's the Guerlain. I can't remember right now off the top of my head. I think it's the Guerlain. Anyway, the reason I don't have a lot of lip oils is because I always feel like it's a bit of a waste. I know that sounds weird, but like, because really it's an oil for your lips, it's like a balm for your lips, and it just has a little bit of shit color. So I feel a little guilty about spending a ton of money on lip oils. Because I'm always like, oh, you know, it doesn't have that much color to it, much pigment to it. But I do, and I think it's the Guerlain is the one that I really like, that has like the pump. I'll put a picture above because I can't, my brain is not working right now. But this feels really nice. And it went on really smoothly, and it looks really pretty. I mean, it really does. It feels really nice. But it doesn't feel like too oily. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like it's sliding off my face, kind of oily. Let me bring you in close so you can see all the products really close up, including the Complexion product and the mascara and just everything. So we are super close. That is, I mean, you can see it looks really nice close up on the skin. The foundation, the Complexion stick, it's a great match, blended perfectly. The blush is beautiful. It just sort of melded. The highlight is a really nice balm. The lip oil is beautiful. It has pigment, pretty good pigment for a lip oil. The mascara, that's pretty good mascara, actually. And the brows look nice. I'm not gonna say I love the brow product because that would be untrue, but I think it worked well. I think it looks nice. I think I have to play around with it a little bit more. I feel like it needed a little bit more pigment, like a little bit more pomade, but maybe I just wasn't using it right, and it's the first time I've ever used it, so I wanna, you know. The highlighter, like I said, the balm, I think it's pretty. The Bounce, it just doesn't really have a shade. Like, it says it's a rosy, what was the shade? Dewy Balmy Sheen with Zero Sparkle, but the shade was rose gold, and I don't see that. I mean, I think it's very pretty, and I agree, it's a great balmy highlight. But to be honest, I would say it's really clear. I don't know if I would see a difference between this and then the champagne shade that they have. Maybe I would, because I don't have the other shade, I have to find out. But that would be what I would say. Like, to me, it just looks like a clear one, which again is fine, but I don't see the rose gold. The blush I love. The blush I absolutely love and want to get more. It reminds me very much of the consistency of Salt New York, which as I've said, I really love Salt New York, but I like this little, that made it really easy to put on. And it melded beautifully. The mascara I really like. The mascara looks really nice. Went on easily. Really lengthened my lashes. We'll see how it wears. We'll see. It feels good. Like it doesn't feel stiff or anything, which is nice. We'll see if it flakes, smudges. The brush is really nice and really soft. Really soft. And the Complexion product, I am really impressed that it went on so smoothly and blended so well for a stick on my skin, because my skin is so dry. You gotta admit, guys, I mean, look. And I really like the lip oil. It feels really good. And it has like a nice shade, not too much. Let's see, what did I say again about the lip shade? The lip oils, there are 4 shades. I would definitely get more of those. So all in all, these are first impressions. You know, I'm just taking the brand out of the boxes. Really blown away by the Complexion product, the stick. I mean, I'll keep playing with it, obviously, but that worked really well. I'm very impressed. I really like the brush because it's super soft. The mascara, I think, is a definite winner. I'll keep using it, but see how it smudges and all that good stuff. Love the blush, love the lip oil. Highlighter, I think, looks really nice, but again, I can't really discern a shade, so that would be the thing there. The brow product, I gotta play around with it more. I think I like the Tom Ford better, but you know, I would love it if they had eyeshadows, and I would love it if they had a bronzer, and I'd love it if they had liners and for lips and eyeliners. I get it though. The idea is to have a 5-minute look. Quick, easy, not to have all those extra things. And this is definitely a 5-minute look. I mean, you don't need all those things I just mentioned. But I'm so impressed by the products so far that I'd love to see more. Okay, well, those are my initial thoughts. I'll do an updated video. I have a couple of updates videos coming up. I picked up a lot of things in recent hauls that I need to update you all on, and I will do the same for the Merit products. I'll make sure it's all sprinkled in. Again, I want to say thank you so much to the Merit team for reaching out and sending me these products. I'm really, truly impressed by your brand. And I really am truly impressed. And I know these are now available on Sephora, so a reminder that the Sephora sale is coming up. For VIP, for Rouge members, I think it's April 9th. I'll have the dates, and I am gonna do a Sephora video. I can tell you right now, and I mean this, I'm going to put some of the blushes, if they're available, in my cart, and the lip oils. That is how impressed I am with those products. The Complexion product, I don't need another one because this is perfect. It's literally the perfect shade. But maybe I'll pick up another Dune because, again, this is a small tube. There's not, I mean, that is true. There's not a lot in here. And, you know, I really do like it. By the time we get to the 9th, I'll know how much I like it. And if I like it as much as I do right now, I'll probably want to get another one so that I have it. Because for travel especially, that's going to be awesome. That looks really good. And I don't really feel like I need a powder. But again, my skin is very, very dry. If you're on the oilier side, I think you would need powder. This seems very moisturizing to me, which is great for my skin. But for oilier skin, you might, I mean, I don't know, but I think you would probably want a powder. That's a guess, though, to be honest. Wow, okay. It's gonna look really good on my Zoom call later. Okay, thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you in another video really soon. Bye.